What is up, guys? Welcome back to Tech Chat Chat episode
Set.
7. Set. Hey, English, please. Do you speak it? Oh, guys, we are doing our Tech Chat Chat that we do every Monday. We discuss everything that's going on in the tech world. This is our 7th episode. We've been having great success with this. Roberto is doing lots of research to find lots of hot topics that are out there right now concerning all the madness that's going on right now in the tech world. GPUs, CPUs, PC builds, hardware acquisition, games, what's coming up, what's going down, what's going away. All of that is going to get covered in our Tech Chat Chat episode. So stick around for the call. We're going to have the timestamps in the description, so if you guys want to fast forward to something specific that's not sitting well with you, you can go right to it. If not, you can watch the whole thing, which is even better for everyone. And with that being said, yeah, you've got a big list of stuff again. It just seems to get bigger every time. Is it all bad stuff? There has to be some good stuff in here.
It's all mediocre stuff this week.
Mediocre, okay. So, 3080
Oh, we
Ti.
got, we got 3080 Ti. It's every week 3080 Ti.
It is.
We have a couple of decent stuff this week. It's not that
Okay.
bad.
All right. Why don't you start us off with the first topic you've got here?
Yeah. So we're going straight into gaming. I'll share my screen.
Do it.
Gaming. Do you see my screen?
I do see your screen. So does everyone else.
Alrighty then. So gaming this week, my friend. Some good items came up in gaming this week.
Doom Eternal.
First, there's Doom Eternal news. We have Battlefield 6 news. We have Aliens Fireteam news.
Ooh.
We have Division news and Outriders. So we'll talk about that at the end. The Outriders, because I played it. You've played it. We'll give our impression of it.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll start off with Doom Eternal. Well, Doom Eternal, fantastic game. I have Doom Eternal and the Doom Reboot 2016. Both played them endlessly, fantastic. And it just came out that Doom Eternal, the sequel to Doom 2016, made $450 million in its first 9 months. And the game has 0 microtransactions.
Wow.
0. So according to ID Software, this comes from DSO Gaming. According to ID Software, a product manager basically said the game generated $450 million in revenue in its first 9 months. What's interesting here, as I mentioned before, Doom Eternal has no microtransactions. Mm-hmm. When the initial launch period, ID did come out, and id Software basically said the game sold 3 times more than Doom 2016 at launch. Mm-hmm. Even though this game was review bombed at the beginning because of the Denuvo anti-cheat.
Okay.
People just trashed it on Steam because of the anti-cheat, but they removed it.
Why?
Right.
Why? Oh, because people want to run.
It kills performance. They don't want to run it. It kills performance.
Okay.
So they got rid of it. The game is fantastic. The first DLC came out, which was the Something of the Gods. I played it. It was great. Second, they paid DLC, but it's not included in the summary here. And the second DLC should come out sometime this year. So the Doom Reboot series is basically a success for id Software and Bethesda. Mm-hmm. I know you haven't played it. I don't know why you haven't played it. I mean, the game looks fantastic and plays fantastic. But
I played the first Doom. It stopped there.
Why? Why would you not play this?
I don't know. It's not engaging for me. What do you want me to tell you? It's not engaging for me.
It has an incredible soundtrack, incredible graphics, fast gameplay. You're basically an unstoppable god in this game, destroying everything in your path.
Okay.
So what is there not to like?
I don't like fast-paced games too much. I like things a bit slower. God. You know I don't like music in games. I shut it off anyway. So it doesn't really appeal to me. It has
one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard in a video game.
Music off.
Oh my god. Well, it's your loss. It's your loss.
Well, it's their loss. You know, make
no, it's your
$450 million minus
they don't want your
$30.
They don't want your
How much
money.
does this game retail for?
It's full price. It's a
full
AAA
price.
game.
Okay. All right.
They don't want your dirty money.
They don't need it.
Keep
Fine.
it.
I'll keep it for myself. Pay them in Dogecoin.
Oh my god. All right. Next game on the list is Battlefield 6.
Now, here's a game I can relate to.
I doubt you would, because you haven't played Battlefield 5.
I played Battlefield 4.
Battlefield 4 is old, man.
Come on.
You played a bit of Battlefield 1. You played. I don't remember. I actually don't remember you playing
I
Battlefield
played
4,
all
to
the
be honest.
Battlefields. I played the Battlefields before I met you.
Yeah, sure.
They're all in my favorites.
Right.
Get on with the show.
So Battlefield 6 will be co-developed by Criterion, according to WCCF Tech. Well, basically EA came out and said that Criterion will stop working on the next Need for Speed game to help DICE make Battlefield 6.
Okay.
So Criterion, it was given the keys to Need for Speed, no pun intended,
Mm-hmm.
after the failure of the last few games from Ghost Games. So Criterion makes decent software. So I mean, they would have probably did something pretty good with this. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe Codemasters may take over the Need for Speed franchise because EA bought them as well, and they make fantastic racing games.
Yeah.
More simulation games, but who knows? But Criterion will help DICE make sure Battlefield 6 basically hits all the right spots because Battlefield 5 was a mess.
Right.
It was a financial and a critical mess.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Hopefully they sprinkle some magic because they need a good game. They need a good Battlefield experience.
Yeah. And EA doesn't like to lose money, so.
But that's all they've been doing. But anyways, that's another story. Hopefully the partnership here turns a good game. We'll see.
Nice stuff.
All right. Next topic is something that came out of nowhere. Aliens Fireteam. A new Left 4 Dead style co-op shooter coming in 2021.
Oh, that is cool. That is
wow. The trailer looked fantastic.
Yeah.
So I got this from WCCF Tech, but this was leaked online. Everybody was talking about it. A lot of reviewers were talking about it. Angry Joe really was talking about this too.
Mm-hmm.
Aliens Fireteam is coming this summer, inspired by Left 4 Dead and World War Z. Basically you're 3 instead of 4 players. It lets you customize your characters and team up with friends to mold on aliens across a series of episodic missions.
Beautiful.
The game is coming to both current and next-gen systems, and based on its about trailer, it looks really good. Yeah. It does look good. We should see it this summer. Mm-hmm. Basically, here's a quick description of the game. Set in the iconic Alien universe, Aliens Fireteam is a co-op third-person survival shooter.
Nice.
That drops you, your fire team, basically a bunch of Marines, into a fight against xenomorphs. So the Ultimate Hunt play a pivotal role in the epic events that occurred 23 years after the original Alien trilogy. Mm-hmm. So it's canon, technically, to the franchise. As a colonial Marine stationed aboard the USS Endeavour, battling terrified xenomorph threats. Survive the hive, face overwhelming odds against over 20 enemy types, including 11 different xenomorphs, along the evolutionary scale from facehuggers to Praetorians, each designed with their own intelligence to ambush, outsmart, and eviscerate vulnerable Marines. And then we could customize your fire team. Basically, you got different classes. I think there's 5. Gunner, Demolisher, Technician, Doc, and Recon. All have their perks and special abilities.
Yeah.
Over 30 weapons and 70 mods attachments that you could put together.
Sweet.
So it's coming out to everything available this summer, except the Switch. But
this looks
good.
This looks great. There's just so little games associated with Aliens franchise. Why? What's the deal with that?
Well, because some of them bombed. Like, Colonial Marines bombed big time.
Yeah.
But Alien Isolation was very good.
Alien Isolation is amazing. Amazing game. Guys, check it out. It's not expensive on Steam.
I'm gonna have to PS5 this because nobody's gonna buy this on computer. So
why?
I'll just PS5 it.
I'll buy it.
Nobody will buy it. I don't know if you'll buy it.
I will buy it. I love Aliens. I love Aliens and Predators. It's just there hasn't been any games about it.
I'll computer it. I'll PS5 this one.
Can you play? Is it gonna? No cross-platform play. Oh, okay.
No, it doesn't seem like it. So.
Bah.
Maybe they'll say it was cross-platform. We'll see. All right, next game, The Division 2, aiming to add major new mode by late 2021. Seasons to rerun in the meantime. The Division is really taking off. The franchise has 40 million players that surpassed recently. And basically Massive Entertainment announced that new content will be coming in 2021. Mm-hmm. It's a completely new mode. They haven't said what it is, so we'll basically hopefully hear from it soon. In the meantime, they're just going to rerun previous seasons so that they'll unlock previous events that were there. So if you missed out, to be able to gather the goodies that came from these events.
Right. You level your character, get the gear up, get all the attachments. Yep. Makes sense. Fun game.
I want to get back into it. I bought Warlords of New York. I'm
Yeah.
starting to play it again. I want to play the Summit. The Summit is that you basically, it's like the Die Hard. Basically, you're going into a tower and you have to make each floor go up and
Oh,
up
really?
up to each floor. I don't know if it's still available the event. Hopefully
Okay.
it is, but I'm playing it. I've been playing the Warlords of New York expansion. Our friend bought it too, but I don't see him online for
Yeah.
some reason.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother story. Uh, so yeah, 40 million players for the franchise. It's pretty good.
Okay.
So basically, out of the looter shooter hierarchy, this is underneath the Destiny,
Right.
and basically it's surviving.
Yeah.
I mean, unlike Anthem, but
Don't say that weird. No, Division 1 was great. Division 2 was also good, but we just lost touch of it. I feel like this is a game you need to play with your friends. It's not something you want to play alone too much. I don't know. The missions can get kind of hard, and the bosses sometimes come off as like just giant sponges where they just absorb bullets and you're just stuck there emptying out your weapon into them. That's the part that bothered me about the game. But when you're in a group, it goes much better. Things go much smoother, much faster. I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong. You played alone, or are you playing with randos?
I played alone.
Okay.
I played alone.
Then you suck. Okay.
Yes.
Well, let's make it
to get back
happen. We
into
should
it.
we should do a Division 2 review night. I don't know. Does it ever come on discount?
We'll try to bring our friend on board here and see what he says, who's also a Division fanboy, but you can't find him playing it, even though he says he plays it.
Plays in private mode.
Yes, private servers. Who knows? All right,
Nice.
so that's it for gaming this week. We're gonna go into some tech.
Hardware.
A monitor that I have
what?
my eyes on.
Oh man.
That I have
This
my
is
eyes
not
on.
a monitor. This is not a
So,
monitor.
Samsung announced the Odyssey G9 refresh. So Odyssey G9 came out last year. It was a 49-inch gaming ultra super wide screen that came out. A lot of people loved it.
Yeah.
The gaming monitor it did have a few bugs though. It did have a few bugs, but now there's a refresh. Basically, what Samsung has announced that the new variant will utilize the quantum mini LED technology to offer not only improved brightness but also heightened contrast ratios. This monitor offer is basically a peak brightness of 2000 nits in places while displaying HDR content.
Beautiful.
It has a 1000R screen
That
curvature.
is super curved. Super curved.
49 inches, man. 49 inches. So basically the specifications are similar to the last year's model. Includes a native 2K res, so it's 5120 by 1440.
Yeah.
A 240 hertz refresh rate.
Oof.
The 49-inch screen size. 1000R that we just talked about.
Yeah.
It also comes with a 1 millisecond response time. Yep. And it's going to have G-Sync and FreeSync support.
Okay, so this is a G-Sync compatible monitor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
1 millisecond. So we're talking. This is great for esports. This is good for competitive gaming. If you're still playing.
I'm going to use this for esports.
Well,
you
yeah,
that's
that's
true.
true.
360.
That's true.
This is immersion.
Yeah.
This is an immersion monitor. Look at it.
Yeah,
Look at this
this
beast.
is
I'm
intense.
getting one. I'm getting one with my.
What are you getting one? You're gonna have to take out a mortgage for this.
No, it's only $16.99.
$16.99? No, it's not.
There's no GC. Yes, $6.99 US.
Ooh.
It was $19.99 Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have a G-Sync.
You don't have the desk space for this.
Oh, I have it. I'll make
You
it.
do not have that. Your desk wouldn't support this thing.
I will put this thing on my desk, staple it to the wall. Okay, it will work.
Oh man, I wonder.
It doesn't have a
is...
G-Sync module, so it's not that expensive. It uses VRR, so it's G-Sync compatible.
Okay, so what's the range on VRR then compared to a G-Sync?
I'm not sure. Each monitor is different, so
Okay.
you need to figure that one out once they release the specs.
All right.
I'm guessing it's gonna be 60 to 240.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a bit less, maybe 40 to 240. I'm not sure.
Okay, and that resolution will still be easier to push than 4K native.
Yeah, it's 5120 by 1440.
Wow.
It's still under 4K.
It's still under 4K, but pretty close to 4K. If you size up if you do the math, it's closer to 4K than anything.
It's closer than
34.
It's closer than 3440 by 1440.
Yeah, by
but
a lot.
It's a few pixels off. So
Wow, that's intense. But maybe if you're in the market for this, you better have the hardware to push it to, guys. So if you have a 1050 Ti, you might want to talk
Don't
to
buy
your
one.
you might want to talk to your mom to get some extra cash, some allowance money, so you can get yourself a better GPU. I don't know what to tell you. That's intense, man. That is not a monitor. And I'm just staring at it like I can't imagine it being in my room.
Why not?
It's massive. It's massive. We both have 35-inch ultra wides. Both of us. We're both ultra wide master race. This is beyond that. This is beyond
I
that.
know. They know.
This is like the Zeus of ultra wide monitors. Okay, I'm done. I'm done drooling.
You will buy one of these and you will enjoy it.
I can't. I need the G-Sync module. I
Doesn't
need to
really
go for
matter.
one of those $3,000 ones.
Your TV doesn't have a G-Sync module.
It
And then do you notice the difference?
it is a TV. It is different.
No, it's not. It's
It's a TV. It's not a
these
monitor.
new. I know, but these new TVs today
Yes.
are so advanced. They have so much features that you could literally not. They're indistinguishable from a monitor.
It's different.
Especially OLEDs.
No, I sit
So
much farther away from that TV than I would if I was playing on this one.
no.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, yes,
sweet.
yes. I
All
sit.
right.
All right. Next topic. I'm done with you.
Next topic. I can't. I can't deal with this guy. Dark side of gaming. Basically, look at this. Global chip shortage to last of 2022. Nvidia and AMD GPU stock affected as a result. Whoa! Tell me something I didn't know.
Oh, it took an analyst to tell us that, eh? Industry
Pay me.
analyst
I will do the work for them for half the guy's price.
for one GPU.
Jeez. My God. All right, so DSO gaming. According to several industry analysts, GPU stock is going to suffer through until 2022, and because the demand for chips now exceeds supply by about 30%, it will almost take 3 or 4 quarters for the supply to catch up with demand.
Perfect. An entire year.
That means it's going to last into sometime 2022, at the very least. The stock value of chip makers have reached a record high during this time. According to JP Morgan analysts via MarketWatch, demand is currently between 10 and 30% at an all-time high. Than the current output, which would take up to a year for foundries to catch up. My God. Even though once that period is over, it could take an additional 6 months, up to 6 months, of the chips to be handed over to chip makers and to replenish the distribution channel.
Wow.
Oh my God. Look at this. The more I read, the more angry I get.
It is. It's
Hardware
angry.
Times has reported that AIBs are currently receiving fewer than 20 units of the 3080
my
per
God.
country in South Asia. China, only exception, getting about 100 units this month.
My God.
Oh my God. TSMC plans to spend over $28 billion to expand its facilities throughout the year, but it's still going to take months to catch up.
Right.
And we talk about our best friends, the scalpers.
Yes, scalperinos.
They have the opportunity to buy a product for the sole purpose of just making a profit.
Yeah.
So we got that in there. We have that. Throw that in with the mining boom, and it's just a recipe for failure for GPU
And the
purchases.
mining craze. People buying them for other purposes other than gaming.
Ugh,
There you go. How many variables do you have there?
there's
Too
too
many.
I could probably figure out what's inside a black hole before I could tell you when I could buy a GPU.
You know what's inside a black hole, right? An RTX 3080 powered by NVIDIA.
Let's go on to the next
Sad,
topic.
sad.
More 3080 Ti records. Yes, a card that we will hopefully buy or get somehow magically.
Yes.
We'll figure that one out. So NVIDIA GeForce 3080 Ti rumored to get 12 gigabytes DDR6 at 19 Gbps, and it will also feature the hash rate limitations as a 3060. So Copit 7 Chemi basically confirmed that 3080 Ti will have the same GPU hash rate limiting treatment as a 3060.
3060, yeah.
Yep. As we
Interesting.
know, the 3080 has a 95 to 100 millihash in Ethereum. This thing will probably get around 40 to 50, which is probably still, depending on the price, it's still not profitable.
No. The buyback on that would be like 3 years, basically.
So, yeah, I know.
No bueno. If you're buying it for mining, then good luck.
So yeah, so the specifications seem to be more or less set in stone. So 10 to 40 CUDA cores, 80 SM units, 12 gigabytes of GDDR6, basically, and a 384-bit bus for a total of 912 gigabyte of bandwidth for memory.
Okay.
So it's looking like it's just going to sit right between a freaking 3080 and a 3090. So with a 3080, you get 60 frames per second. A 3080 Ti, you're going to get 65, and a 3090, you're going to get 70.
Take your pick. I guess it's just which one are you going to get your hands on? Oh.
They made the 3080 too powerful.
Yeah, they did.
That's the issue.
They did.
That is the issue. So, Red Gaming Tech, a YouTuber, basically said this card's coming out mid-April. So it's not in this article, but he basically confirmed. If you go check it out, Red Gaming Tech on YouTube.
Yeah.
He said this card's coming out mid-April.
Okay.
I believe it. I believe this card will come out in mid-April. I believe after that a 3070 Ti will come out, and a 3050 Ti will also come out to complete the Ti lines, and then I'm not sure about a refresh anymore of a super line.
Well,
I think they're gonna leave it as is. I think they're just gonna launch the Ti models and then leave it as is.
Yeah, that would be stupid to do a refresh at the end of the year.
Yeah.
You don't have the equipment to do it.
I know.
You don't have the resources.
So my gut feeling, we're gonna have a 3080 Ti. It's gonna come out in April with 12 gigabytes of whatever. We're gonna have a 3070 with 10 gigabytes. Ti with 10 gigabytes, and we're gonna have a 3050 Ti with 6 or 8 gigabytes. Those three cards will be launched sometime this year. So April, June, and August. That's what I believe those three cards will come out in.
Okay.
We probably will not get a refresh, and it will last until Lovelace, probably Q2 next year.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Very interesting. Interesting times to be alive.
Yep. WCCF Tech also reported on this, basically saying it's not for miners, but whatever. We'll see. We'll see. NVIDIA CFO, Ampere was probably our biggest launch ever. Our gaming quarter probably would have been the same with or without crypto. I don't believe that, but whatever. Basically, he's saying that we launched our gaming Ampere series early last year, sorry, and it's been a huge success. Probably the most successful gaming launch that they ever had. I don't know about that. I'm not really agreeing with this, but
10 series? 10 series?
I don't know. I just something about it. It's. I don't think there's enough stock at all. I know the demand is there due to people being home.
Yeah.
But the stock is so low that. Yeah. That's why there's a perception of wanting.
Yeah.
Of purchasing these cards.
So they should be wording it as if it could have been our biggest launch.
Yeah, but they don't give a crap. This one,
corporate jargon, right?
Yeah. So basically, here is a bunch of corporate blah blah saying how it's amazing that everybody wants our cards.
Yeah.
Our 60 class came out.
Sure.
We now have it at 329 and up, which is BS. Anyways, it's all BS. Then he goes on to state, is it he or she? I don't know who. I don't remember. I think it's a she.
The CFO?
Okay, so, yeah. So excuse me on that one. I think it's a she. Our quarter for gaming, for example, probably would have been the same with or without crypto, because we are supply constrained. So we'll continue to watch. So it's basically contradicting their supply constraints, saying that there's so much demand. They don't have enough supply to meet normal demand. Yeah. So,
but they're patting themselves on the back for selling anyway. Great.
Right.
That's amazing.
And their CMP products are going to be an absolute. It's a mess. I disagree with them. They should just increase capacity, sell all the cards they can. Forget the CMP. If the miner buys that GPU, they buy it.
Yeah.
Once crypto crashes, they'll sell it for really cheap on the second-hand market.
Yes.
And a gamer will be able to pick one up.
Yeah.
It's
happened in the past. History tends to repeat itself.
Mining card is not gonna. A card mining properly, especially if it's undervolted, will not get less performance. You'll get the card, you clean it up, change the thermals, it'll be brand new.
Yeah. There's no moving parts, guys. There's no except the fan, and you can get fans. You can get a couple of blades and pop them on there if anything. Other than that, electricity is not. It's not a dam. Water's not flowing through a turbine creating energy. It's just transistors and resistors.
You could take a look at it. If it's been cleaned, try it out. Worst thing happens, the fans will fail. Replace the fans.
Thermal paste, thermal pads.
Thermal paste, and you're good.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And
This
game
article
on.
really annoys me. This article annoys me. Next article. This comes from Tech Radar. The PS5 killing Razer Tomahawk with an NVIDIA RTX 3080 is the smallest gaming PC in the world. So basically, they showed this at CES last year.
Yeah.
But now it comes with an RTX 3080. It's a PS5 killer. A PS5 killer for $3,200. let's
Oh
you know
yeah.
what?
Oh yeah.
It's like a PS5 is $500-600.
Yeah.
This PC, they're selling it as a PS5 killer for 5 times the price.
And 5 times less chance of actually getting the system or the parts to put one together. Perfect.
Oh my god, it's already sold out. So look,
Wow.
despite being a small, it's based on an Intel NIC. It comes with a full-size GPU, and it could be configured with an RTX 3080.
Okay.
The dimensions are extremely small.
Yeah, that is small.
It comes with an 9th core 9980 HK processor, so it's an 8-core mobile processor.
Yeah.
It's a mobility processor, 8 core, so
Yeah.
I mean it goes up 5 gigahertz.
Yeah.
And look at that, hard to get. It's sold out on Razer's website. All four inventory, 4 of them, are sold out on Razer's website. Oh my god, I just can't. Yes, it's modular. Yeah, you could swap it out pieces, but my god,
Yeah.
like you can't compare this to a console. Like, why would they even do this?
No, you can't. And I'm curious to see what type of thermals you're going to get from this. We all know what happens when you cram high tech into small compartments. I know 100% how it works because I'm doing that right now. I have my own version of a console killer build, and no, I did not spend $3,500 putting it together. So it comes with its own issues. And a 3080 is not a slouch, and it does produce a lot of heat, and it does need a lot of power. So I don't know. I'd love to hear from one of the people that are running this system right now. What the hell are they doing? How are they cooling it? How are they keeping this thing running?
They're putting it in the freezer.
I think so. If it's winter, you could put it outside. Yeah, melt some snow.
This headline gets me angry, so I'm going to now.
Yeah.
All right. So Rocket Lake.
Speaking of headlines that make me annoyed.
Everybody's favorite CPU will be launching March 30th.
Okay.
Okay, so their exclusive report.
Wait. Why is this everyone's favorite CPU?
I'm kidding.
Don't confuse people.
Uh,
No one's looking forward to this.
Hardware Lux got a response from Intel spokespeople. Product information video will be March 16th at 8 a.m. Pacific time. Performance review, benchmark and sales will start March 30th at 6 a.m.
You guys better get up at that hour, eh? Watch the reviews.
Oh man, it's so bad. Sales embargo same day as the reviews.
All right.
Oh, but you know what though? You know what? Even though they say sales embargo and review embargo on March 30th, Anantech actually reviewed 11700K.
Way to go.
And basically what they say, it's very hot, consumes more power than a 10900K, and slower than AMD in core-to-core tests.
There you have it, guys.
So basically, I think they so what happened exactly? I think they were able to purchase one. So Tech Outlet managed to get their hands on one of the first retail chips from a manufacturer who broke MDA. Whatever. So they bought off somebody who broke NDA. There it is. Let's go back to what to say. So Anantech carried the results on an undisclosed platform, probably featuring a Z590 motherboard. So for synthetics, the 5800X is faster in almost all the CPU specific benchmark. Even the 9900KS is faster.
Wow.
So our CPU, our CPU, the limited edition model that had all core 5 gigahertz, which you could do with a regular 900K.
2 generations behind.
Is faster than 11700K. What an embarrassment!
There you go.
Look at this.
It must be that 2 extra TDP.
The only saving grace for Intel is AVX 512, but that leads to being an unprecedented power consumption, making the Rocket Lake 11700K far more inefficient than it already was.
Yeah.
Anantech reports that the single multi-thread floating performance sees a 19 to 19.5 increase, but the integer performance has gone up by only an average of 10%.
Oh,
man.
What am I looking at
Oh,
here?
oh man. So let's get to gaming.
And I set my alarm clock to wake up on release
Yeah,
day.
sure. So let's get to gaming. When it comes to gaming performance, the 11700K lacks severely against AMD's offering, the 1500X. It's even slower. I don't know why they do it 380. Let's go to 1080p. Look at 1080p.
Wow.
900KS is still
Yeah,
at the top of the
it's
gaming.
marginal, but still.
Look at that.
That's
Let's
sad.
go to Grand Theft Auto 5.
This was a retail version, or this is an
Yeah, a
engineering
retail
sample?
version.
Retail version.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's sad. That's
Far
sad.
Cry 5 Ultra. Ooh, not doing good. Not doing good.
Wow.
So, anyways.
What is that?
1080p
What is
Ultra.
that? What am I looking at here?
Look at that.
9900K. 9900KS is cleaning up.
Yeah. It's all core 5 gigahertz,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Um. So when it comes to gaming performance, the 11700K lacks severely against AMD 1500X and even its Comet Lake predecessor. Anantech tries to explain that the increased L3 cache cycles could be a reason for the adverse performance in
Yeah.
games. According to our source, Intel's already working on some fixes to fix this issue with micro updates that will be available to board partners in March. So I'm hearing yes. I've read it other places that a BIOS update should fix the gaming performance.
And what's the BIOS update going to be? Shoving more voltage into the CPU?
I don't think so. It's going to be microcode.
We'll see. We'll see about that.
So that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
That why it's severely lacking in performance is it needs a BIOS update.
Okay.
But we'll see. As for temps, out of box temps, it hit up the 81C with a 2225 power consumptions. When they ran AVX 512, it hit 100. My God, it's more power hungry than a Threadripper running AVX.
Wow.
I can't. I'm changing the topic.
Yes, please do.
Sorry, guys. Please don't buy this CPU. Don't buy Rocket Lake.
No, it is not going to the moon.
Nope. Alder-Lake Mobile has leaked. So a leaker, HXL, has basically said what the 12th Gen Core series will be on a mobile platform. So there's going to be 3 SKUs, M, P, and S. The M SKU basically will have 5 watt and 9 watt TDPs.
Yeah.
So let's look at it over here. Oh
yeah.
Okay,
nice.
so you're going to have 2 SKUs under M. Basically, an i7 will be the highest one. So a 2 big core plus 8 small core configuration with a 96 execution units of integrated graphics.
Yeah.
So that would be the low end thin and light ultra thins. Mainstream, you're gonna see a 6 big core, 8 small core configuration at the top end.
Yeah.
So you have 28, anywhere between 20 to 28 to 35 to 45 watts.
Yeah.
And where's the high end here?
That's it. M, P, and S.
Yeah, here it is.
Muscle.
S, yes, sorry. Muscle. So you have 8 big core, 8 small core with 32 execution units, so 45, 55 watts. This will probably come with dedicated graphics. So that's why the execution units are small on the IGP.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yep. So it will probably get similar SKUs on desktop maybe.
Yeah.
For sure we'll have an 8 big core, 8 small core with 24 threads on the desktop architecture.
Yeah.
But we'll see. It's good we're getting more and more information because Rocket Lake is awful.
Yeah, exactly.
Awful. And we need more Alder Lake information. All right. Back to AMD. Let's go into AMD now.
AMD, yes.
The bookend of our chat this week. The 6700 XT has been announced. There was a presentation, and it's coming March 17th.
Let's launch another card when we can't put cards out.
But this GPU looks sick, though. I'll be honest. AMD confirms that their GPU will feature Navi 22 GPU with 40 compute units, a base clock of 2321, a boost clock of 2424, which is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, a game clock
Game
of
clock.
2424, and a boost clock of
2581.
This means the graphics card can offer a single precision performance of 13.2 teraflops. It's good. It's pretty good here. So it's gonna have basically an 8-pin and 6-pin connector, and an official TDP is 230 watts.
Yeah.
More than previously speculated. They showed some screenshots, performance benchmarks, and I expected it to beat the 3060 Ti, but it's beating the 3070.
Yeah.
At 1440.
Okay, but these are AMD.
Yeah,
benchmarks.
But they're not. AMD's
Okay.
not that bad when it comes to benchmarks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're really not that bad when it comes to benchmarks. But
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait for third-party reviewers before making that judgment.
So it's either gonna land in between a 3060 Ti and 3070,
Yeah.
or it's just gonna beat up the 3070.
Yeah.
With these clocks, though.
Yeah. But the clocks don't mean anything. We saw what happened with the 6800 as well.
I know.
High clock speeds, but nothing major, nothing crazy happening there.
But if they could overclock this thing to 2.8 gigahertz.
I don't think you can make it up that high.
Oh, I think it can. I think the AIBs will launch with a 2. I know Moore's law said there's actually 2 different dies.
Yeah.
One with a lower TDP, one with a higher TDP. The higher TDP one can clock really high.
Yeah.
So what he thinks they did is that, you know what, they put the same TDP on both.
Yeah.
Let it hit at least 2581.
Yeah.
But the better dies will scale higher.
Okay. So
AIB, yeah.
Leave it to Silicon Lottery for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I believe the AIBs are going to get their OC models, and they could technically hit 2800.
Not Zotac.
Oh, freaking Zotac. Zotac. I don't even know if Zotac sells AMD. I've never seen this
No, they don't. Just joking.
This card is looking good, my friends, and AMD said they'll have a lot of stock. So it's $479 US, which is cheaper than a 3070, but more expensive than a 3060 Ti.
Yeah. And they say they'll have stock. Haven't we heard that before?
Yeah, look at it. Compare it 1440p against the 2080 Super and 1070, and it just smokes them all. It smokes them all.
Yeah. Well, it's got the VRAM to support 4K gaming too. So, like I said, on my 3070,
this is 1440p.
I know.
So here's the caveat. Moore's law basically said which makes sense what he's telling me. What he's basically saying on his live streams. He's basically saying that he thinks they're picking 1440 for a reason, and not saying anything about 4K, because he believes that the Infinity Cache deficiency on this card will kill it at 4K.
Okay.
Where it will really fall behind a 3070 or even a 3060 Ti at 4K.
Okay.
And they're staying away from those benchmarks.
I see. Whereas with the 3070, you're being saved by DLSS.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
The 3070 can run 4K. It's a 2080 Ti, right? So the only issue is your memory,
which I do have to dial back on certain settings in games because it does surpass 8 gigs.
Yeah.
You get the big warning. Interesting. And AMD likes to cram a lot of memory on their cards, so.
Yep. It's because the memory bus they use. They like to leverage it off across a lot of their platforms.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Interesting.
The card looks. If there is this, our friend who needs a new PC badly.
Yes, this would be great.
He doesn't want to buy anything because he can't find what he wants.
Yeah.
He's an AMD fanboy. This is perfect for him.
It is perfect for him. He's got a 4K monitor. He can. I think it has FreeSync.
If there's a 4K problem again, but this would be perfect for him. You can get 5800Xs. They're in stock more frequently, and so are 5600Xs. I've seen them more in stock.
Where?
You have it at Newegg and Canon Computers.
No.
Yes, I'm telling you.
Get out of here.
I've seen them in stock. Newegg has been selling them with power supplies, and I've seen them at Canon Computers.
Okay.
They are coming slowly in stock again. Getting one of those with this, I think he'd be set. But we'll see. Well, he got a PS5 now, so.
Right, he's done. He gave up.
Yeah.
He gave up.
Next topic. AMD's DLSS competitor, So basically, they didn't even talk about it basically during the product announcement.
No.
They didn't come up with a new any official update on it. Basically, all they said is that they talked about Radeon Boost, which essentially has the same effect, but at the cost of low resolution. Basically, just going to render it. There's a button that they're going to have on their settings that's going to the internal renderer will just lower the scale of the resolution, and then they'll try to upscale it using regular upscaling techniques.
Okay.
Where if they use DLSS or their new FidelityFX Super Sampling, the upscaling is so good that it looks almost native.
Yeah.
Okay, so the FidelityFX Super Sampling, on the other hand, is expected to retain a lot more detail from the original image when using an advanced machine learning algorithm, basically what DLSS does. While they have not confirmed the official release date, Linus basically talked to AMD, and this is what they said. Apparently, rather than rushing the solution out the door for just a couple of cards, they want to do it across platform in every sense of the word. They actually want it to run on all their GPUs, including the ones inside the consoles.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Big statement.
Before they pull the trigger. It would be nice to have it already by this time, but as we saw with NVIDIA's DLSS 1.0 versus 2.0, it could be for the best.
That's true.
So,
as long as that's a genuine statement, yeah.
Yeah, but again, all games coming out, all big AAA titles are going to have DLSS.
Yeah.
How far behind are they going to be?
That's it. You need to spit something out for marketing. You have to.
Yeah. We have all the big games coming out this year. They're all DLSS. Guaranteed new Call of Duty, DLSS. You're going to have all DLSS and RT on these games. Yeah. AMD's lagging behind.
Yeah. Outriders, DLSS.
Yep. So we'll see.
Interesting.
Another one.
Oh,
AMD brings SAM to Ryzen 3000 desktops. So yeah, so Smart Access Memory is now being released to all AMD's line. Now it's the 3000 series. Hopefully it's going to be the 2000 series and 1000 series. I don't know if it's going to go back that far. But this is the previous gen AMD CPUs. We know there's up to like 16% performance gain depending on the game.
Yeah.
So now those old generations basically can use it. It's good. Free performance.
It is good, yeah.
AMD folks.
Between 10 and 16% boost, I'll take it.
Yep. So that's a quick thing to review quickly. If you have one of these CPUs and you have a new 6000 series, take advantage of it.
Update your BIOS. Go to your manufacturer, update your BIOS. Make sure you're running the most up-to-date graphics drivers. And check out, grab yourself a free FPS monitor tool and just see what the increase is on your favorite games. That's it. Best way to do it.
Yeah. All right.
Fun times.
AMD, next topic. AMD is taking a page out of NVIDIA's playbook. They are trying to introduce crypto mining GPUs, Navi 10, Navi 12. So previously we saw in driver configs some sort of references towards a SKU with no video or display out. But basically Michael Larabelle has mentioned that AMD is looking into, with basically from a Linux patch I think he saw, that there's some SKUs that are not going to be video or display capable, and it'll be Navi 12 or Navi 10. So given that NVIDIA has announced something like this, AMD may announce something soon.
Yeah.
It's bad news in my opinion. They should just make more GPUs.
Yeah.
If miners buy it, so be it. The secondhand market will benefit in a year.
Yeah.
Well, what's going to happen with these GPUs? You're going to throw them in the garbage.
That's it.
So more waste. More waste.
Good
more
point.
Environment. More detrimental impacts on the environment.
Yeah.
So basically, these manufacturers can make more money off their cards,
right?
Because they don't have to compete with a secondhand market.
That's it. Good point. Very good point, actually. I'd love to see these in the garbage.
They're going to be in the garbage. What are you going to do with them?
Yeah.
Throw them in the garbage. You can't do anything with it.
Yeah. Could you imagine if there was a 1060 3GB variant that was out there for mining only? What would you be doing with that right now?
It'd be in the garbage.
It'd be a massive paperweight, yes.
No, in the garbage.
No display out, nothing. And you're not going to be able to solder something on there, so don't even think about that.
Like I wouldn't even take my time to actually call
No.
these electronic refurbishment companies to come and pick it up. It's a waste of my time. Throw it straight in the garbage. So, so it's eco waste
Yeah.
because it could have just made more GPUs,
Yeah.
regular GPUs. So what if the miners get it? So what? They
Just
lose a
make
bit of
more.
money. Yep. So what? They lose a bit of money on the secondhand market.
Yeah.
Who cares? All their GPUs right now are getting purchased.
Yeah.
Little Timmy next year could get a 6800 XT.
A
You know,
little Timmy's suffering right now,
for
man.
6800 XT next year for like $500-600, he'll be
Oh,
happy.
poor Timmy.
Poor Timmy. All
He's
right.
going dumpster diving for mining cards.
Oh man. So that's it for the week of tech.
Another interesting week. Another very interesting week. This is usually when we close off and we talk about our rant. I think we just kind of talked about our rant with that last topic, though.
Well, there's a couple of things, right? So there's a couple of things that we didn't have that articles on. Those sort of 3050 Ti was leaked, the mobile SKU,
Yeah.
from an Asus laptop. So that's in the cards, like we talked about a bit. So the mobile version seems to have 4 gigs of RAM, but it doesn't say how many CUDA cores and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But we know it's coming. It will eventually be here. So my guess is August around.
Yeah.
So there's that. And Outriders. Outriders is
Oh, yes.
a new AAA looter game that
Yes.
I've been playing on PC and PS5.
Yes.
And I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the game.
Picked up the demo on Steam
Yep.
for PC and then the demo on the PlayStation Network. Okay.
Yep.
And how do you find the difference between one platform versus the other for a new game?
Graphically, they both look the same. The only difference is the frame rate on the PC is higher, a
Yeah.
lot higher. But there's also some dips on the PC that I've noticed.
Okay.
That's probably optimization. And
Right. There's no drivers out, right?
Yeah. Well, there is, but it's like really meh. It's due to optimization.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like it's a lock 60 on the PS5.
Okay.
Where on the PC I'm getting like over 100 and something.
Mm-hmm.
So I know it's a 3080, but there is dips.
Yeah.
There needs to be better optimization for the full release.
Yeah.
But it's a PS5 runs smooth, looks just as good. Hopefully, there's ray tracing in the.
Oh, right.
the,
I didn't see that in the options.
No.
And you did mention that you did find the DLSS options in the menu because I couldn't find them
I can't enable it. Apparently, DLSS is enabled. I can't find it.
automatically.
I've been
Okay.
reading that it on GeForce Experience it's automatically enabled. I don't see that.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently it's a terrible implementation.
Okay.
So it's not really true DLSS. It's you're gonna have to wait until the actual
Right,
game is
because you
released.
can't even choose it based on performance quality or ultra
Could be one of
performance.
those
Yeah.
DLSS 1.0 leaks, where the game looks like there's Vaseline on your screen.
Oh my god.
No, but
Vaseline.
again, we'll wait. Hopefully there's ray tracing too. I haven't read if there was.
Yeah. And this is going to be
It's-
this is a multiplayer game, right? This will be something you can play with your friends.
It's a co-op multiplayer single player
Right.
game. It's not a live service game. There's no microtransactions.
Yeah.
There's no content drips like Destiny and whatever.
Okay.
And there's not going to be any of that. The game comes out complete,
Okay.
which is a positive. It's not going to be a failure to Avengers. Avengers campaign good. The live service end game awful.
Okay.
So this is Square Enix too, right? So they're both Square Enix has a lot of money on this.
Yeah.
So none of that's going to be there. I've been playing it. It plays like a mix of Division, Destiny, and Gears of War.
Nice. That's true.
I'm
It's
enjoying
third person view. Yeah.
So I'm enjoying it, and I will buy it. So I probably will buy it on PS5 because nobody else will buy the game. Throughout our friends.
Here we go. Here we go again. I'll play the demo a bit more to get a sense of what the game is like. I just did it for benchmark purposes. If you guys are interested in seeing what the game runs like on an RTX 3070, I do have a video on my channel. I can link that into the description if you guys want to see what kind of frames I got at 4K, 2K, and 1080p.
Maybe do a no commentary on Riders.
I could do that. I could do
Yeah,
that.
I think that would be people would want to see how it runs on RTX.
As is right now.
Yep.
Perfect. Stay tuned for that. I will do that.
Yep. The game is good. I enjoy it. It needs more polish.
Mm-hmm.
For a AAA game, it doesn't feel like it's AAA yet. There needs to be more polish to it, but it's a demo. The graphics I find are fantastic. The gameplay, the gunfights to getting is good. So we'll see. It's definitely a buy for me. We'll see about you or our buddies, but we'll see.
Nice.
Anything else?
Don't sell your GPUs until you get a new GPU.
Well, yeah.
Constant
so
reminder.
We're gonna come out with a probably a monthly video, maybe weekly. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna be reviewing second-hand sales of GPUs.
Yes, guys. Facebook Marketplace.
So depending on when this video comes out, it may be out already or it'll be coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Guys, it's scary out there. So we're gonna show you just how scary it is out there, and just how bad the secondhand market is right now. I had to turn my computer off at some point on how upset I got. It's bad. I don't know what to tell you. We'll just talk about it in the video that we do dedicated just for that. So with that being said, I have nothing else to say other than complain about what's going on in the tech world. So I'll keep that to myself so that I don't have haters. And for my own sanity, it's crazy out there. It's a jungle. But just stay positive, and things will go back to normal at some point, whether it's this year or next year. And I want to thank you guys for watching all of our videos, the tech chats, the game reviews, the tech reviews that we do every week, weekly content, minimum 3 videos per week. Subscribe so you can check out what we're doing. The content is rich, it's good stuff, people are watching, so I really appreciate that. And I will let you guys go, so that we'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care and stay tuned for more stuff.